Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. So, this week's build is a collab with my friend HellYeahHamster. So, as you can see, we currently have an exterior that I kinda made smaller. I will explain more later. But essentially, she gave me the exterior and I had to furnish the interior. Last week, I gave her the exterior of, let's say, an interesting build. I definitely recommend you to go watch that because it's very interesting. The build that I gave her, and she furnished it. She had her 1 year anniversary here on YouTube, so she wanted to celebrate. So she gave me this classic, I want to say, like she calls it a classic modern house, and I had to furnish it. So from what you know, like if you go through my channel and scroll, you won't find many large builds and mansions. The reason why is I get very easily bored. Like I feel like decorating or building, it's something that requires inspiration. And I think when, at least for me, this is what happens, when it's for a smaller build, if I get tired or bored of it, I keep thinking, you know what, it's 2 more rooms. We can push through it, just finish it. However, if it is a mansion, like when I started, I think the last one that I did was 50 by 40, which isn't even a mansion. Like, let's get real here. It's not a mansion, and it's been so long since I posted that. But like, yeah, I do get very tired, and particularly that one build took me months to finish because I would do bits and bobs of the exterior because I knew, I'm not gonna finish it that week. And then when I moved to the interior, there were so many rooms that I was like, I'm not gonna finish it. So I kept taking, my time. And for this one, I had a time crunch. So I knew that if I tried to furnish it as it was, like 40 by 30, it would take me either ages or it would look very crappy. And I didn't want either of those things. So I texted her and I'm like, hey, can I possibly change the exterior and the layout? Because the build that I gave her didn't have a layout, didn't have a story. At some parts, didn't even have windows on the first store. So yeah, her had all of those things, which, props to her. This is definitely clearly more a pro than I am. But yeah, I texted her that, and I'm like, it's like, yeah, of course, sure. So I tried to make it smaller, but keep like the personality that she gave the build and like the shape of it. And I especially liked, she had some columns that were sticking out on the side of the build. So the whole thing is using the get together windows. Like everything is black, and we have the brick that I want to say it's from Still Living, if I'm not completely mistaken. So it has this elegant, classic, modern feel to it. Like it's very, I don't know the word currently. So I wanted to keep that. So she had those roofs that were sticking out, and to support the roofs, she used columns, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So I tried to keep the columns at the same place and keep the same like landscaping that she did, just shrink it a bit. Essentially make a smaller version of what she already did. So I kept all the important elements, if you will, and it's just if it was like a wall that was straight and it was like 10 tiles, I just made it 5. And even though I wanted it to be smaller, not gonna lie, from 40 by 30, I ended up making it 30 by 30. Yeah, I tried making it 30 by 20, but I felt like, I didn't really want to compromise the shape of the build or the structure of it, and like just for the sake of making it smaller. to make it look like sick. So after I finished the exterior, I went to the interior. And I'm like, that's still big. Help. But you know what? I pushed through it. I'm like, okay, I can do this. It took me a lot longer. However, you know how when you're sick, you have a comfort food. I personally have different foods for like comfort foods for when I'm sick and for when I'm tired. Like they're two very different things. You don't need to get them mixed. Chicken noodle soup and popcorn chicken with sweet potato fries. Two very different things. One for when I'm sick, the other one when I'm feeling like tired or like I'm not well, like emotionally unwell. So I think at least I realized that I have a building style that's like my comfort building style. So I got the build on, I want to say Friday, if I'm not completely mistaken. Since Thursday I am sick. Still can't completely breathe through the nose. Throat hurts a lot, but getting better. So because I was feeling very crappy, and because previously I didn't have time to do anything, we haven't put up the Christmas decoration, at least before like Friday. We haven't put them up yet. And I was very sad about it. Like I kept mentioning to my boyfriend like how I wanted, but we didn't have the time. So he goes, okay, get up. I'm like, what? I'm comfortable here. Leave me alone. He's like, we're gonna put up the Christmas decor. I'm like, yay. And I got so excited and I felt a lot better. So Saturday, I think it was, Saturday, when I started decorating it, I was in a Christmas mood. And I had like my Christmas Starbucks latte, and I had Christmas music playing and like Christmas decor around me, and I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And then all of a sudden it clicked, and I started putting trees everywhere, like Christmas trees in the game, and I was so happy, and I really enjoyed. I don't know, what's the equivalent of pumpkin spice for Christmas? Gingerbread? Maybe. I started gingerbreading the whole house. Maybe. Does this make sense? Maybe. I don't know. So yeah, tons of trees. Tons of trees, a lot of Christmas decor everywhere, and I really enjoyed it. So as you can see here on the exterior shapes, they did the lake. They did everything. All I added was some greenery on the build, essentially on the walls, like overgrown ivies and whatnot, because I found out, like through the years, that people are more attracted to builds that are, or at least builds that have details on the walls and aren't just plain walls. They're more attracted to it. It makes sense because it's more visually appealing to the eye and it's more eye-catching. So I was like, I'm not sure, like I'm still not sure. I added the ivies and some like general decor on the exterior, on the walls, like on the building walls. And I think it changed a bit the character that she gave to the house. I'm not sure if it looks as it should, because again, it changed something. It wasn't as she made it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with that, but I feel like it adds something. And what I like is, I find it so interesting when one person, I think James Turner and Calligraphy have done that. They took each other's build and they swapped it. So I guess, changed how it looked like. So I found it so interesting to watch that, because everyone has a different building style. And I think making the exterior look more quote-unquote alive, but every building in real life isn't overgrown or doesn't have tons of decor, but I feel like in game, and especially in the gallery, it catches your eye more. Because when you see an empty build, at least on the exterior, even though, yeah, it's more realistic, I don't know, I live in an apartment that's very boxy. I couldn't make that in The Sims and people download it, no one would care. Yeah, sure, EA does that too. So I feel like making it different from like something that's very standard makes it pop more. And people are more attracted to it. So that's why I decided to add the ivies and the lights. Even though, again, kind of changed the character there. What else did I do? I don't think that I did anything else to change it. Yeah, I wanted to make it smaller. Like, I saw the interior, I'm like, it's still big. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed adding Christmas decor everywhere so much. Like, so much. It was, so fun. And I don't know, like, how many Christmas builds I will be able to get out this year. So it was a fun thing to start, I guess, the month. So yeah, we shall see. Also, something else that I loved apart from the columns was the use of these doors. So they came with, I won't say Arabic, but please don't cancel me. Islamic? I don't know, like, it came with a free update that added more culture and ethnicity and stuff to the game that I don't recall how, like, they said it. So again, don't cancel me. And they came with similar windows. So I haven't found a use for the windows or the doors. I haven't used them yet because I haven't explored the style and I haven't found it too much anywhere else. However, I saw that she used the arches that were matching with his doors. I'm like, this is brilliant because these doors are very elegant, I want to say, but also have something classy in them and a touch of modern. And I was like, this looks so good. I'm so mad that I didn't think of it before because I really love the way the windows look and the doors and the arts. But I wasn't able to use them up to now because I couldn't figure out how to use them. When I saw it, I was like, damn it, why didn't I thought of it first? So I was like, yes, perfect, love it. So I was so happy and I just added those doors everywhere. Like, don't they look so realistic? I love them. I do really love them. So, as for the interior, downstairs there is a huge living room. So I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? She had separated half of it with tiles and half of it with wood. And I was like, okay, I don't know. Is the tile part supposed to be a kitchen? And what the hell do I do with the entrance? I was staring at the build for so long. And I think this is when the inspiration hit me. We need to make it Christmassy. Because I could like separate this whole area and add a Christmas tree. So I was like, hell yeah. But upstairs, I had no idea what to do. I remember she had separated the rooms and she did a way better layout job than I did here. It was like a smaller version. Excuses. But I didn't know. I couldn't recall how she did the layout. And then when I went to take it, I'm like, yeah, can't do anything here. But she had added a lot of bedrooms. I was like, okay, I need to do that too. So because I am half of me is in Christmas mood and the other half is still in university mood, like Discovery University. I was like, let's add Discovery University seat everywhere. I went to the first bedroom, which was supposed to be like a teen bedroom, and I added some of the flags. I'm like, ooh, this looks so good. And then I went here and I also plastered the Bridgester flags everywhere. I'm like, it doesn't really make sense. Too many flags. But then I recalled I took out the flags from this bedroom later on and made it more like a teen bedroom. And this one, I don't know, it could also be a teen because I recall I've seen many TV shows and movies in the US that, you know, the kids, even, or I guess, you know, the kids of the family, even as kids or even as teens, they have like Harvard flags and like Harvard t-shirts, and they aim for Harvard, or like their parents are like, okay, you gotta go to Harvard. That sounded so wild. You gotta go to Harvard. In Beatsy. That was not my intention. But yeah, I know like a lot of people aim for one university, or like college, I don't know, however you call them in the US, you and your like weird systems. Learn how to use centimeters. You don't need to use inches. Learn about Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Rant over. But yeah, I feel like, it's cute. Like, it's something that they do. I never did it. I didn't aim for a specific university or anything. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I find it kind of weird, but I guess if you have like so prestigious colleges in the US, it makes sense to aim for a specific one. We didn't even get like education, what are the best colleges, but should you choose? What are you capable of? Like, where should you aim? What field would be more appropriate for you? We didn't do that. We just applied and waited. At the age of 18. This was it. Which is very happy, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, what else? Honestly, I don't know what else. I'm really tired. I have a headache. And a sore throat. Like, every 5 minutes I'm drinking a sip from my tea and I'm like, please just withstand this one video. And then I promise you won't need to talk for the rest of the day. Up here, I was not sure what to do. And I recalled, since, it's more of a family house, let's do computers. We didn't, at least I didn't growing up, have like a family computer. But I feel like it's something very common that I keep seeing in US houses. So I was like, yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's pull the plug. And of course we have a corner here, so what do? Add a tree. Like, come on, it's mandatory. We went and got more seed, Christmas seed. My boyfriend was like, I'm not sure where these are gonna fit. I'm like, don't worry about it. Buy now, think later, worry later. It's like, we need to worry now. Like, where are we gonna store them? I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like, this tree is huge. Like, how? And it's like a big decorative tree, not, a green plastic one or whatever. Like, I don't know where to fit it. Like, it doesn't matter. Just get it. It's pretty. So yeah, I follow the same design aesthetics in The Sims as I do in real life. You cannot have too many Christmas decors. So yeah, I also wanted a laundry room. I felt like it was very necessary, like a big house like that, to have a laundry room. And I think this is it. I will do some stuff to the exterior and then we'll go into the pictures. If you want to learn more, I'm guessing, about the story of the build and how she built it, and how I was an asshole and destroyed the whole thing because I didn't have time or like the energy to furnish it, you can go check HellYeahHamster video. There will be a link in the description. There will be a link in the end screen. There will also be an eye, like on the eye, on the top right? Yeah, right corner. So yeah, here it is. I'm really happy with it, I think it looks cute. I mean, I didn't do anything. The exterior is all hair. All I added was, as I told you, the lights and the ivies. So, yeah. Excuse me for being tired. Come on, that room, my favorite. Also, that console. Love it so much. So much. Also, master bedroom. I was like, this is too big. I need to separate it somehow because I wanted every room to have a fireplace, which is something that didn't happen. But as you can see, I tried to place radiators everywhere. Something that my boyfriend has noticed whenever he edits my builds. He's like, you scroll through the menus and every time you see a radiator, you're like, oh yeah, radiators, let's put them everywhere. So this time I was like, let's place a radiator. So yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you'll have an amazing day and take care. Bye!